Moving on now, Indigo CEO Pieter Elbers has released a video message yet again announcing that the airline is back on its feet. He informed that as of 9th of December, the operation of the Indigo Airlines have been fully stabilized and flights are scheduled to operate with an adjusted framework.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear customers, I'm Pieter Elbers, the CEO of Indigo. Following our earlier communications, today I'm here to share that your airline, Indigo, is back on its feet and our operations are stable. We've let you down when a major operational disruption happened, and we're sorry for that. The beauty of air travel is that it brings together people, emotions, ambitions, and aspiration. And we know that you were traveling for various reasons. Thousands of you could not travel, and we are profusely apologetic about that. While we cannot undo the cancellations, I want to reassure that ever since, our entire Indigo team has been working very hard. First and foremost for you, our valued customers. Initially, our first priority was to get all stranded and delayed customers safely to their destinations or back home. Then we started our refunds. No questions asked. Lakhs of customers have already received their full refunds, and we continue to do so on a daily basis. Rest assured that we are fully committed in getting this done. Most of the bags stuck at airports have already been delivered back to your homes, and our teams are working very hard on delivering the remaining ones very soon. And we also continue to address all customer needs. In parallel to addressing your needs as a customer, the restoration of Indigo's network and flights was being done on a war footing. On December 5th, we could only fly 700 flights. Thereafter, gradually yet steadily improving to 1,500 on 6th, 1,650 on 7th, 1,800 yesterday, and today more than 1,800. As of yesterday, we are back of flying to all our 138 destinations in our network, and our on-time performance has also been normalized. Earlier, we had indicated to normalize between the 10th and the 15th of December. I can confirm now that today, as of December 9th, our operations are fully stabilized, which means flights reflecting on our website are scheduled to operate with an adjusted network. So please continue to check our website for updates. We continue to work in full cooperation with the government. And now that the immediate crisis is dealt with, we started to focus internally on what has led to this, lessons learned to be drawn, and how to emerge stronger from this. While there's still customer angst, I would like to also share that we're getting heartwarming messages from our customers and the people are back to booking on our flights, which is giving us a big encouragement. Thank you for accepting our apology, and thank you for your patience, understanding, and support during this difficult time. Please keep the faith in us. We're still the airline you have known us to be. Thank you.
All right, there you have it on your screens right now. Pieter Elbers, the CEO for Indigo, suggesting that they are processing now in their full capacity. In fact, as of 9th of December, the operations have now been fully stabilized and flights scheduled to operate with an adjusted framework are currently taking off on time. He's also saying that all the bags belonging to passengers have been sent back, and in fact all the refunds are also being processed without any questions asked. My colleague Sabyasachi joining us on the phone line. Sabyasachi, yet another attempt there by Indigo CEO to speak to people on what transpired as far as that mess in various airports in the country is concerned, suggesting that the flight operations are now back on track, but that doesn't help the cause of people who were in fact stranded for many hours in the past week.
Well, that's right. See, the Indigo is on the damage control mode, and another statement released by the Indigo CEO where he says that the situation has returned to normalcy and the flight is functioning in full capacity, whereas clearly from the sources of ministry, the ministry is not buying the explanation that has been given by the CEO or the Indigo. Remember yesterday the reply that had come in from the Indigo, they have cited multiple reasons for the Indigo crisis. Now, today also, the Minister Rammohan Naidu in Lok Sabha told that Indigo have to be held accountable, and in fact, people who are responsible for this crisis, there will be action against them. And in fact, right now, a meeting also is going on between the Ministry of Civil Aviation and Airlines, and the winter schedule, the fog-related issues, fares and other matters are being reviewed currently. Now, today morning also, the DGCA had issued another crackdown as far as Indigo is concerned. Now, the Indigo, in one of the reasons, have spoken about the winter schedule. Now, the DGCA says that Indigo's winter schedule 2025 was approved for about 64,346 flights in the month of November. Though the Indigo had submitted the details that the Indigo had submitted, Indigo actually operated 59,438 flights in November, and they had around 951 flights cancellation that month. And Indigo was given permission to increase its schedule, more flights for winter 2025, because they were supposed to have around 403 aircraft, but in reality, the airline could only operate 339 aircraft in October and 444 aircraft in the month of November. And though Indigo was flying more flights than last year's winter and this year's summer schedule, the DGCA told in the statement that Indigo was not able to operate the increased number of flights efficiently, and the DGCA thinks that Indigo is overscheduling and planning flights that it can actually handle. So the DGCA has ordered Indigo to reduce its schedule by 5% across all sectors, especially the busy and high-demand routes, to reduce disruption. And Indigo must submit a revised schedule by tomorrow 5 p.m. To the DGCA. Meanwhile, it has been very clear from the Minister Rammohan Naidu, both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha today, yesterday, that strict action will be taken against Indigo, and clearly the ministry is not buying the explanation that has been submitted by the airline.
Of course, not very convinced with the explanation of the airline, but stay with us, Sabyasachi. More details, of course, coming in. Updates on the Indigo baggage crisis. According to sources, Indigo is on track to deliver 8,500 bags by 7 p.m. today. The airline has now around 800 bags still pending across 94 destinations. Of those, 49 locations have been fully cleared, and bags from 45 destinations are yet to be delivered. So people from as many as 45 destinations are still awaiting their bags. Officials say that most delays are because passengers could not be reached or had incorrect contact details on record. Meanwhile, a crucial meeting between Ministry of Civil Aviation and Airline is now underway. The agenda, of course, includes a review of the winter schedule, fog-related disruptions, airfares, and overall preparedness as the sector faces mounting pressure to stabilize operations. Sabyasachi, my colleague, continues to be with us. Sabya, as we were discussing, despite all the reassurances given by Indigo over many, many days now, many people, in fact, passengers belonging to as many as 40 plus destinations are still awaiting their bags. And on top of that, with winter oncoming, more disruptions are also likely.
Well, that's right. See, today also several flights of Indigo Airlines have been cancelled, and we can understand the situation by the statement that the Civil Aviation Minister Rammohan Naidu gave today, where he said that no airline, regardless of its size, will be allowed to inconvenience passengers due to planning lapses or violations of regulations addressing the widespread disruption in Indigo's flight schedule. And he also said that strict and appropriate action will be taken against Indigo for the nationwide disruption that they have impacted passengers. Though he also noted that the DGCA had already issued notices to the airlines and is holding its full responsible for the chaos triggered by internal crew rostering issues, where the minister added that the Indigo schedules are now stabilizing and that all the airlines continue to operate normal across the country. But it will take certain time, around 3 to 4 days, for the entire money to be refunded to all the passengers. In the statement today, the minister said that around 800 crores have been returned to the passengers, and also the baggage very soon, in a couple of days, the passengers whose baggage are still stuck at different airports, their baggage also will be returned. But the DGCA is very firm as far as their action is concerned. See, very soon the 4 members committee also, which has been formed by the DGCA, they are also going to summon the Indigo CEO and the management for further questioning in this matter.